Oh, it says I'm live. Well, they must be right. Every day I wake up nowadays, am I still alive? Am I still alive? One never knows anymore. But that's the fun part. Nobody knows what the hell's gonna go on, and we're all guessing and don't know and things like that. But you see the title? uh Dough for dames. Actually, what I was thinking about, and I think I'd have the locks changed on me at home. I was thinking riches for bitches. That would have been a hard one to live down. But this is something that a website I found. The publisher is We Magazine, WE, and it's a business and lifestyle magazine for women. Women, we inspire, we promote, we inform, and they have a great list of 125 grants for women. Okay, and what's great about this list is that it's updated as of December 16th, 2020. So I'm always looking for people who curate stuff. They find things, they collect them, because there's so much information, and what they call is curation. They get, oh, that hair is ruly, and they put it all together for you, because I mean, all this stuff is out there, right? But how are you going to find grants for women out there? When you do that, you're going to get, this 150 will be in your Google search, but it'll be starting in page 87 in a $1 billion listing of websites. So you have people like this, and I guess I'm one of them too, that goes through all that stuff and collects it together. And that's why this is, 125 grants for women. And they're just incredible. And so they're updated as of what? Last week, the 16th, right? So that's pretty soon ago. Soon ago? Not long ago. That's how you say that, right? What do I know? That's a nun slapping me for saying the wrong thing. Did you ever go to school with nuns? Whoo! And you thought that Trump was a tough cookie. Man, go to school with a couple of nuns as teachers. Okay, here's a list. Let me go through some of this stuff so you get a list. And how this list came to my attention is through on Let's Go Help. We had the Let's Go Help elves. Actually, they're volunteers that go out and they search. That's everybody on Let's Go Help. There's also a volunteer helping other people in the group. So they find sources to help people, and they help people the stuff they've used and everything. So it's besides me dumping stuff on them all the time, they're helping each other, and that's the nicest thing, because then you're getting the experience of people going through the same thing you have. You and I have different lives, that we live, but some member will be after exactly what you are going through, and they could share with you how they solve the problem. But let me go through some of this list here, because you'll see the abundance that is out there. And see, that's what I'm trying to teach people. Man, there is so much stuff out there you don't know. And there's so many little gems in life that are sitting there, but they take work. It's like panning for gold or something. You got to sit there and do that. Okay, the Amber Foundation. School for Computer Science. This is for women. Women Fund for Central Ohio. How would you know that? How would you know there's a women fund for Central? Scholarships for Mom. That's a website. Okay, they have all these scholarships for mom. The Asia Foundation, Avon Foundation for Women, Boston Women's Fund, Breast Cancer Fund, Bristol Myers Foundation, Arizona Business and Professional Women's Foundation, Business Owners Idea Cafe, Canadian Women's Foundation, College and Education Human Development, Huggies Mom Inspired Grant Program. Actually, I interviewed a young lady who got a grant from them. It was like $15,000, and they also helped her get her business off the ground. So that she applied. Got it. Great woman up in Michigan. The Commonwealth Fund, Women's Guide to Paying for College, Educational Foundation for Women in Accounting, and Ellis Phillips Foundation, Exxon contribution. By the way, I have this link to this site in the description. I put it in there already. I don't have to wait till I run home. That's what I allowed to do if I go live and I'm out running. I stop and do that. You have to wait till I get home. And actually, I did get home for about 2 hours later than I thought this morning, because I ran in and got some churros, those Spanish little Tootsie Roll dough things, because a friend of the mother-in-law of my son, who's in town taking care of his new child, loves those things. And I thought, ooh, I'll surprise her. And I did that. So I had to stop by his place on my run home. He lives about a mile from me. So I ran about 9 miles, I think, today. Now I'm famished. It's wonderful. Fund for artists, for women artists. Financial Women International, Fundset Services, Girls Global Education Fund, the Henry Luce Foundation, Intuit's Love a Local Business, Iowa Women's Foundation, Kentucky Foundation for Women, Columbus Foundation, Educational Foundation for Women in County. Oh, another one. Maine Women's Fund, Micro Enterprise Development Industry. See, a lot of these two are also for guys, but probably they concentrate on women. It's sort of like the new COVID grant for business. They're trying to concentrate on minority businesses, at least for the EDILs. Yeah. National Association of Commissions for Women, National Center for Women's Commission. Now, if you're a woman, every state has a women's commission, and they are very good. It varies by state, and some cities have them. And these are nonprofit organizations, usually sanctioned by your state government or whatever, that just help for women's issues, things like daycare or divorce and all that. So they're a good place to check for sources if you're a woman and need something, because they've done this research, what organizations help the stuff when women are in trouble, particularly financial trouble. So you want to look for, let's say you live in Colorado. So Colorado Women's Commission, and see what comes up. Look for .org or .com again, okay? So that's what you want to look for. National Association of Women. That's the noun. National Center for American Indian Enterprise. The National College Scholarships for Women, New Mexico Women's Foundation, Open Meadows Foundation, Procter & Gamble Fund, Small Business Innovation Research Grant, Travel Grants for Women. Ooh, that sounds nice. You want to get out of the house a little? How about a travel grant? Community Foundation for Western Nevada. Three Geniuses Fund. Don't know what that is. I think I'm saying it wrong. United Nations Development Fund for Women. Web of Benefit. The Vermont Women's Fund. Whirlpool Foundation. Now, who would ever think of going to Whirlpool Foundation to get money for a business? Yeah, maybe a washing machine or something. But yeah, the Women's Fund for Greater Birmingham. Wow. Women's in Skilled Trade Scholarships. That's it. So you're a woman and want to get a trade, and they have a scholarship fund there. Women's Endowment for Fund of the Jewish Community Foundation. Women's Foundation for Genesee Valley, the Jenny Rankin Women's Scholarship, Women's Foundation for Southern Arizona, Women's Foundation Network, Women's Philanthropy Institute. See, you got to dig, man. You got to dig this stuff out to figure it out. Smart Women's Grant. Wow. I wonder who applies to that. Guys not eligible. The One Family Scholar, Girls Going Places. That sounds good. Margaret McNamara Memorial, Women Owned. No, that's a thing. Society Women Engineers, Go Girl Grants. Woo, there it is, all in one phrase. Go Girl Grants. Go Girl Grants. How do you like that? AARP Women's Scholarship Foundation. Ooh, must be older chicks. Tablets Women's Scholarship. Don't like their clothes much. Laurel's Fund. Michelle McDonald Scholarship. Scholarships for Moms. Now that's a good one, huh? Anita Board Memorial Scholarship. National Association of Women in Construction. I don't know if that's Tinker Toys or something, probably a little bigger. National Association of Women in Construction said, Women Gamers. Are you game? Maybe she is too. World Studio AIGA Scholarship. Must be something, means something. Somebody, College Art Association, National Sculpture Society, Hand Weavers Guild of America. There's scholarships and training and grants there. How do you like that? First Union, Fund Indabella, New Visa Capital, Prosper, People-to-People Lending, Lending Tree, Women's Future Fund, Federal Business Opportunities, ASEAN USA. Look at the Michigan Women's Fund, Women Chefs and Restaurants, the James Beard Foundation, Individual School Scholarships, a Culinary Education Foundation, Obama Scholarships for Women, American Business Women's Association, Grameen Bank, Wisconsin Women's Business Initiative, Elizabeth Street Capital, all these things. And see, these are from probably wealthy people or organizations that want to give back to the community. That's why you have to start spreading your nose and eyes and tentacles out to these other kind of organizations that I think are going to give more. Like this woman who's the ex-wife of Bezos, she gave out $6 billion this year. $6 billion, that's like part of the CARES package they just approved. So that's why that's a lot of money. A lot of rich people now have a lot of money. Actually, in the pandemic now, in the last 8, 10, 12 months we've been at this stuff, the average salary for people making less than $60,000 went down. Billionaires tripled their money or whatever. I mean, it was just stupid. Money they made. Stock market went up, everything went up, real estate went up, all the rich kids stuff went up. So they made money off this, and the rest of the country is hurting. So that's why. And what are they going to do with all this money? So I mean, the good people with this money, it's human that want to share and help. You see people in trouble, and if you have a way to help them out of trouble, it's obvious to me. Of course, it isn't to everyone that you want to help. I have a scholarship fund I call I Don't Need My Government Money Scholarship, and it's at the local community college, and it's for women, single moms. And that's the backbone of our country. Boy, these poor single moms and single dads, raising a child and having to go to school and all that kind of stuff. And then you lose your job and you can't. Oh, man. It's women carrying a lot of weight, man, not only for the seniors, taking care of kids. And sure, dads are helping a little better in this generation than in mine. And then I was involved with, sponsoring somebody to get out of jail earlier. And I was the only guy there, like 20, 30 people there that were sponsors, all women. That's right. All women except me. You want to pick up a chick, you go to a sponsor program, help people get out of jail. They're all women. 321 Digital, that's on small business grants. Oh, thanks, Jesse. See, that's what we're doing in Let's Go Help. Everybody who's a member, and there's 5,000-6,000 now, are helping each other. Like, hey, what about that? And they can't rely on me. I don't have the answer to everybody. No one person does. And that's what I'm trying to do. Is a community here that people help each other, and there's everybody's trying to make money from each other. And I mean that there's nothing wrong with that. We all have to live and survive and everything. But I think to feed your heart, to feed your soul, is really all about helping somebody else, not helping yourself. It's helping other people. I mean, we all need help. It's hard to get through all this shit alone. There's just too many things that we don't understand. The world is becoming list.org/information. Oh, Jesse James. I wonder what that list.org-information. There's certainly something like I should know about, right? List.org. LIN, if I write it right. List.org. Information. See, not only is there so much information out there, there's so many people organizing it, and that's I miss anything? Yes, you did, Amy. Where the heck we waited? I'm sorry. We couldn't wait anymore. I mean, I waited. I look at Amy here yet? No, Amy here yet? Looking at my watch. Where is she? Come on. Is she here? I couldn't wait anymore. We just had to go. You're going to have to come back and watch it yourself. Actually, Amy, we talked about a listing of 125 programs that just give money to women. 125, and it was just updated by We magazine. And it's a woman's magazine. But what's neat about this, and the reason I want to plagiarize from it, they just updated it like 3-4 days ago. So the links work. People still there. They still have money or whatever. And that's the problem with going on the internet. Half the stuff. The internet certainly made things more current. Particularly my books. I had to print. I had to find the program, write about it, send it to New York, and they'd sit on it for 9 months before it came out in the bookstore. By the time you bought it, it's a year and a half old or whatever. Crazy. So you think the internet would be, no, the problem with the internet, all the old stuff stays. No, nobody says, okay, time's up. You've been on the internet for a year and a half. We're going to get rid of you. Nobody does that. Oh no, Kaya. What's a Kaya? Is that somebody up there? Amy. Hello, I miss any Kaya. And that's what's important. I am Michael Hunt. Oh, Michelle. So that's what Let's Go Help is about. It's about people helping other people, and because they know so much. Oh, there's Kaya Jones. Me, Kaya, like the car. Great. Do you drive one? Okay. Is that what you drive? I think that's where it's at. And I'm biased, so don't trust me, and it'll probably change, in 6 months. But I've been trying to find out how to get this information for people that I could survive doing it too. And it was that Facebook group that really changed everything. And it's so, you're awesome. How are you doing? Michelle, comes in. Why the hell? I'm doing more than ever. What's great I feel about my life is I can't wait to get up every morning and do more of this. This is the only thing I want to do. I'm sorry. No, don't worry about it. Just get that link, Amy. She said she'll rewatch it. Now you've seen enough of me. Get the link down there. I put it in the description already. You don't have to wait for me to finish my run and get it in. And actually, it took me about 2-3 hours before to get the one from this morning. Then I want a business grant. If you're a woman, look at that list. It's a good list to start with. Okay, plus the stuff from the government that I tell you on. There's new grants coming. They're signing a bill tonight, supposedly, that have all that. Look at, and for that new stuff, and you got to be first in line. Please go back to the last 2 videos I did on YouTube. If you're not a member, and if you are a member, you just go there. You'll see the link. But there's a link that describes what kind of money that's going to be in this new program. Now, you want to know everything that's going to be there, because there's going to be money for, if you're not making enough money in your job, there's money there. The $600 will be there, but that could be up to $2,400 too, if you have children. Also, what's interesting in that new stimulus check they're sending out of $600 per person is that if you're like the last time when they sent out for $1,200, oh, Toby, how nice of you. Or somebody gave me a tip. I feel like a waiter. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you so much. And that's a hug, man. And we all need hugs in life, particularly for what you're doing. And that's what I think that what's so important, in our lives. We have 2 things I feel is our personal relationships where we want to be hugged, and our professional talent that we're giving. So our personal relationship, we're giving our love, our individual love to somebody else. And that's the nicest thing to receive and give, right? So now professionally, we should be giving our talents like that, where we want to love the world with and give us, yes, they say, it looks like the EDL is in there. It's not anything mentioned on the SBA website yet. But the EDL is on the website of SBA, but it's the loan, and the loan isn't bad. It's like 3.75% loan. You're never going to get that as a business anywhere. And so that's very important, I think. but it looks like there's going to be like $25 billion of grant for the EDL too. Anyway, so you have your professional life. So how can you love society and give that kind of love back in your professional? I was just talking to people that help me a little bit now. I'm starting to get too busy, and I'm going to help the people on the website and on the Let's Go Help. And I just said, just love everybody. Everybody who asks for help, just think it like, what would you do if your mother was asking you that? Because these people, we're all humans. We all have, our lives are so important to us. And we all have a special gift to give to the world. And so that's what I see Let's Go Help at. It is that, okay, here's a place that people could find alternatives to find help to give your special gift to the rest of us. Veronica of Valencia, I have learned so much from you. Oh, well, thank you so much. I kiss. 2 kisses. Thank you. So boy, what else could I ask for in life? I have so much. Thank you so much for just saying that. Every day I feel, it's a minefield. You may step on a landmine and be gone. The people who like you will disappear for some reason you have no control over. Life is so fickle. So when you have something good, just enjoy the hell out of it, because it'll probably change. But the same thing the other way. You have something bad, see that as experience, a way to grow, get through it with some dignity. So you're dignified and going through this bad time, so you can really learn from it and live to challenge another day and look at it in the eyes and say, okay, I'm ready again. What the hell are you going to throw at me today? And figure out how to get through it. Your energy and messages. Oh, thank you. Black Crystal Dice. Ooh. Lucy Lux. How do I join Facebook group? I paid for the 6 months membership. Then you're in it. You have to make sure. I can't even get in though. Facebook it screwed up something, and I've been talking to the robots for 3 days trying to get back in. But you have to request access at Facebook.com/group groups, I think. Let's Go Help. Now you have to have paid, so you're going to request access, and then we have to check you paid. Hey, who is this person? And then it's okay. You did request, and you didn't get in. Okay, then that means you may have a different name in Facebook than you're using over a week. Okay, send me an email, Amandu, at Let's Go Free Radio. And just in your email, say, let me in, wee-oo. Let me in. And if you don't hear from me in a day or two, then just yell at me again. Over a week. Oh, I'm so sorry. What kind of camera and lights are you using? Oh, I used to use lots of different lights, those big circle things and the little circle things and all kinds, and just put all the lights on. Now I really like these. And I actually been giving away as gift. They're like under $30 on the internet. Maybe I'll show you. Can you see them or not? Oh, you can't because the camera's on the see how stupid old guys are? The camera's on the lights. They're small little circle lights. There's 2 of them though. That works so much better than having 1 circle. So you have 2 little on things you can move around, and I got my wife to use it. I gave a set to my kids. It's sort of my favorite Christmas gift because everybody's on the line now, and lighting is so important. Now everybody wants to be a star. And you can be, and I've done so much TV. I know, like, I mean, when I used to do like these big shows like Larry King and everything, the big movie stars would come with their own lighting person. They travel around the country doing interviews with their own lighting guy. Especially aging stars, that want to look great. That's why I used to shoot all my commercials outside, because that eliminates the lighting problem. Lighting is everything when you're using a camera. Well, research grants for women. No, you don't have to research. You go down in the description and just take that link. Yeah. No, don't worry. This is Lesko. He's going to show you. Is there a fee for your assistant? Well, I got a tip. What kind of assistance? Our closed Facebook group, yes, we charge there. It's $20 a month. For him to call you stupid. and actually, I get more people calling me stupid. I am so stupid as a goaler, because I can't handle so many things and details and stuff like that, like I used to. And that's you are a baller if you show up to a TV interview with your own lighting person. Yeah, it's fun. That's a show business is such bullshit, but it's fun to watch. Can you put on the list of grants from the other night Christmas party? Oh, I did. Go back 3 videos on YouTube, and I have the Christmas party list that we did on the Christmas party list, and they're like 47 grants, and this is one of them. See, this is one of them that shows you 150 grants. Okay, and so if you go back and see, you'll see, there's some really good stuff in there, and that's why I don't know what they call them. They all volunteered. See, people they paid to help each other. Now, that's crazy, but it's awfully nice. And that's what, I mean, the older I get, is that the secret about giving is that people don't realize anything. For a 54-year-old woman in a dead-end job, found out I was being paid under minimum wage at that. Wow. Yes, there's lots of help, but start with that list down there. But here, when you got to go and look for your local career one stop, CARER one stop. Okay. You want to find local career one stop. Okay. See that what I put up there? You just put that in Google and then put in your zip code and then call those people. Say, hey, I'm getting screwed at work. They'll help you sue those people or get money from screwing you over, help you find something, and also training money. Now, it's not everything's guaranteed, but that they're supposed to do. And so start there. Matthew, can I apply for one of those women grants as well as one of the other grants? You said, yes, of course. It doesn't matter. Could you date many women? Yes, if the other women don't care, right? That's all. And so what you have to do is, if you sign a form for apply for a grant and says, do not get a grant anywhere else. I've never seen that. So maybe they are a little bit. So you just check. So that's all. You're allowed to date as many women as you want, or guys, or whatever. You just, if you want to play nice, you make sure everybody knows. Or if they ask anyway. If they don't ask, then it's don't ask, don't tell. Right? I need this information. Good. Okay, go to the description. Okay, in the description of the list for the 125 grants. I looked for a very long time and nothing. I'm tired of researching. Please help, preferably for free. I'm mentally exhausted. I want every grant possible in America that is entitled. If you want every grant possible in America, you're going to be really exhausted. There are just millions. There's no shortcut, man. I'm sorry. There just ain't a shortcut to this. You just start learning the system, but just don't use Google, because if you're looking for grants and that's all you know, then you're just going to get, again, you're going to waste another 6 months going around in circles. You can't do that. You go to the library and ask people what they're doing. Where are there good lists to start banging on doors? And there's one right below this description. There's a list there, 150 grants for women. And I think you're a woman. Now with, he, she, him, they, what do you prefer to be called? My wife does work with a lot of young teens and stuff like that. And that's one of the first things they do. What are your gender do you like to be called? He, she, it, her, him, or they. I guess if you're not sure yet, then you use they. It's a different world. So that's why the grants for women, I don't know where you are in the gender spectrum when they consider you a woman or not. Don't worry about that. Just apply. They say no, you say yes. You want to be a woman? Yeah, I'm a woman. And you apply. You see if they yell, you worry about that when they yell. Personal grants from New York, yes. He is right there. Are no shortcuts. It takes work. Yeah, everything does. That's what life is. It's called living. The problem is that you're spending energy in places that, like Google, that they only want to sell you something, and you need something for free. You don't want to buy a grant, right? That sort of defeats the purpose. But everybody wants you to play that way, because everybody on the internet is looking to get money from you, because they have to give money to Google so that you find them. The people who give out free money, they're on the internet, but they don't give Google money, so you find them. So that's why they're harder to find. And that's why people become more important than the internet, because people who know the stuff and know where the legitimate grants are, and then start with your library. That's what they do. They show you where information is. You could call them up and ask them about websites for grants. Yeah. Now, a lot of the grants, grants is a bad word. I never even used it until COVID came out, because there are a lot of personal grants. And traditionally, personal grants, there's no such thing. It was just all, grants were really for nonprofit organizations, and you had to have a grant writer. For the COVID stuff, you don't need a grant writer for anything, unless you're a nonprofit and want some big complicated grant. No, don't ever worry about writing a grant until you see the application that you really think you can apply for. And if that looks, more than 3 or 4 pages, maybe. But no, all these will be 2-3 pages. That's it. Fill in the blanks and wait and find out. Should I ask Bill Gates or Tony Blair or Bloomberg? Ask anybody. Actually, I was just talking about other day and earlier now on how the ex-wife of Bezos giving out $6 billion. I mean, I think that's about what we're in the new COVID stimulus package. I think we're given $6 billion for daycare. Look at this, is chump change for her. Yeah, she has like $40 billion. $40 billion. If you spend $1,000 a day, I think I told you this earlier today, $1,000 a day, every day since the day Christ was born, you would have not have spent $1 billion. That's just one, right? She's got 40. So she's going to live 4 times 2,000 years, 8,000 years, and spend $1,000 a day to spend all their money. They can't. These rich people can't spend all this stuff. How many airplanes do you need? That's why they're going to start realizing, hey, maybe I should, give grants. That's where I think it's happening. That's why this list, you see this list down there, the 125, from personal foundations and things like that are giving out to people. Yeah, and that's what you're looking for. My local library is closed due to the yes, I know. I'm in Georgia looking for grants. Okay, 211, start there. And don't call grants. You're looking for financial assistance, because people start looking for grants, and there's so much more than grants for that. They call it so many different ways. If you're, you have 211, you have your career one stop. I love Christ. Thanks for shouting out my beastie. Guess I lost that. So you have 211. You want to Google, find my local career one stop. That's a government office. And then call your elected official. Okay. They say you're looking for government grants. Okay. Usually they have literature of that, because they get this asked all the time. And who's your elected official? And that's who you want to use your elected official for any of the questions you have about anything in the stimulus package. And you want to learn that stimulus package starting tomorrow. So you're one of the first in line, because all this money is going to go out. It's going to disappear very quickly, and you'll be SOL, which means shit out of luck. Yeah. So you don't want to be that. Okay, what was I going to? commoncause.org. Go there, and they have in their website is something called Find My Elected Official, and you could start there. If you're a member, obviously, of Let's Go Help, that's another way. But I'm biased with that, so don't trust me with that. The Pantheon Theorem, which is, I forget what that means. Something very famous that I should know. Ooh, nice little Nikki Grant. She's the first in line. Thank you, Michelle. Regina, haven't seen you in a while. Turning in from New York City. Nikki, Anderson, Jesse. Oh, so nice. Well, thank you. I mean, you guys give me so much warmth just by showing up, and just by, I guess, appreciating what I do because you're showing up. Look at somebody give me a tip. Wow, that's so nice. I've never had that before. $10, $9.99. Christmas present. It's my first Christmas present. I don't get Christmas. I don't even like giving Christmas presents. I want to give a present just when I feel like giving a present, to have somebody say, this is the time you have to give. I want to say I love you when I love you. I want to give you a present. I want to thank you for being alive when I know it's important to me, whenever it is. That's why if you run into somebody in the street and you like what they do or something about, let them know, man. You may be thought of as weird, but who cares? You know that saying that to somebody is going to improve their life, make them feel special. And that's one of your superpowers that we all have. So if we keep that and hide that, that's wasting a superpower. Because if you have a superpower that could help somebody enhance their life just because you said something, wow, what power that is. Yeah. So don't hold back. Okay, guys, I have to go answer questions on Let's Go Help. Okay. I found a way to get around back. It's not very good, but it does it good enough until I get Facebook to treat me like a human instead of another robot. I really want to start a nonprofit. No problem. Go back. I just in the last 2-3 weeks, I showed you how to do it in 20 minutes and I think $250. And that's what the IRS help. And they'll help you over the phone. I show you how I call them up. Hey, what do I do? It's 2-3 pages, fill in the blanks, and you're there.